those of you who aren't blind will notice that we're not in my shop. We're in Mike's shop. And guess what else is in Mike's shop? The drift truck. Right, so here we are. Here's the truck. I'm here today at Mike's shop to help with some of the things that I can help with. Obviously, I had no idea what I was doing with the wiring, so I couldn't help for most of the time, but we've got some things that I can help with now. So first, I wanna go ahead and show you the progress that's been made, because there's been a bunch of progress since the last update video. Kind of a mess right now just because, well, everything is, you know, being worked on, but the engine harness is completely done. Look at this baby. So all the wires are going through there. We got the battery cables. We have a nice little fuse box. It's dark, but like the sheathing on these wires, you can kind of tell, it's amazing. This stuff is crazy. So engine harness is done. Chassis harness is done, correct, but not put in?
Yeah, it's right here.
Right, okay, so here's the chassis harness.
Yeah, this is the link side. And then this goes around. This is like accessory drive and stuff like that. This goes to the bulkhead to the engine side. And then this stuff is for, I believe this is for cluster and lights and all that, and then this goes to the main fuse block, which Adam also has done right here.
Right.
Which is a complete from scratch built like auxiliary fuse block.
And it's like a super nice thing, yeah.
Yeah, like power distribution and all that.
That's crazy.
And that's all the circuitry and everything is chosen, like set up by him, so.
Sweet. All the wiring is done, it just has to be put in there. So, you know, the hard part is done. Now this is something that's really cool. This is the custom drive shaft Mike had made. We got the SR20 flange on one side, Ford 88 on the other side. It's a steel drive shaft. It's super beefy. Supposedly it's capable of like 600-700 horsepower, 800, something like that. Something crazy, something more than it'll probably ever make. But so we're gonna put this in today as well. But yeah, it's getting there. It's getting very close. We'll probably hear it running in the next week, hopefully. Now, in order for it to run, we have to wire up the fuel pump, and the fuel pump is under there. So part of what I'm doing is I'm taking off the bed, and then there's a little bit of a brake fluid leak up front. We'll fix that, and then we'll put the drive shaft in, and then I'm happy to help with anything else I can help with. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start unbolting the bed. First thing I'm doing when I get this thing back is washing it. This poor thing. Ever since we started working on it, it's just been sitting in a shop and collecting dust. So cool. I love working on a body on frame vehicle. So now we have access to the fuel pump and to the diff for the drive shaft. Drive shaft is in. I had to get new bolts very close to the gas tank and to this hoop. I actually had to cut and hammer that in. So in the future, we'll be making a new hoop and we'll be moving the gas tank. But for now, everything worked. Truck's in neutral. Goes backwards. It goes forward. It's in gear. Ha ha ha! My transmission is working. That's good. Clutch is working. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and put fluids in all of the things. I've got engine oil, I've got trans fluid, I've got a little bit more gear oil for the rear diff, and I have coolant, although coolant can't go in quite yet. So everything else is going in. Getting close to living. That's all I can do. I've done everything I can help with. So I know I've said this a lot, but this is the last step. The truck is being put back together. Everything is being assembled for its final time. As you saw, the lights popped on, all the relays are working, everything's working, everything's going back together. It's really cool. We'll hopefully be here in a couple days, hear it run, dyno it, tune it, and take it home. For now, we're gonna go back to the shop and work on more Miatas. Never mind, John is actually here, and we're gonna be working on a Civic instead of a Miata. See your ECU fix, hopefully.
I tested every single pin that I soldered for continuity. This one right here that you see all this random stuff on, did not have continuity. So what I did is I followed this like circuit, and I scratched off a little bit of the green insulation to expose the copper underneath. And then I soldered a jumper wire to that spot, and then to the pin.
That looks interesting.
Yeah. It has continuity now though.
Okay,
so
well that's
it should
good.
work.
We are going to be working on Miatas now too. We're pulling a couple parts out of this red Miata or this Miata. We're gonna take the battery. We're gonna take all the wiring, the steering shaft. We're gonna take the brake booster, the master, all the brake lines, the clutch master, and yeah, all this wiring is going to be ours. And we only have today because he's coming to pick it up tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, 7211. Perfect.
Oh, whoa! Well, it still says it's 158 degrees intake temp. Oh, hell yeah. That's definitely, that worked. You did it. You fixed it.
I did it.
You fixed it!
Let's go,
Hell
baby.
yeah.
Hell yeah. What? Oh shit.
Oh yeah. You can totally tell it sounds so much happier with a tune. It's got a bass map for a turbo, like a turbo setup. So yeah, we pretty much have to just tear into this Miata and take a bunch of stuff off of it. Right, so we went ahead, got the entire wiring harness and all the stuff out of the Miata. As you can tell, look at that, nice and empty. I was really surprised as to how many wires are in a Miata. This is the entire chassis and most of the engine harness. We got all that, we have an ECU, we have a working battery now, and look, all this stuff is in. This car's got pedals, the steering wheel, steers, even though it's kind of zip tied together right now. All this thing needs is paint and then an engine, and then it's good. As always, if you want to check out the videos on that car, you can go check out Bosch's channel. John is over here putting a wideband in his car, fixing some stuff. This thing's almost ready to be tuned. Heck yeah.
This is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Just running the wires.
Yeah.
But that is going to be it for this video. I think in the next video, I got my pants so dirty. I ruin my clothes so easily. In the next video, I think we're gonna be making a rear bumper for the Rally Miata, fixing some of the trunk stuff that you guys were complaining about, and lifting it more. And then I don't have anything else planned. Hopefully the truck's done, and hopefully we can go like off-roading this weekend or something. I know you guys are frustrated that the truck isn't done yet, but just keep in mind that, you know, I'm the one who spent all this money and spent all this time working on this truck. I am just as frustrated. I'm not frustrated, but I am just as impatient as you guys. I really want this thing to be done. I want it to be done more than you, I can promise you that. So Mike's shop was trying their best to get it done as quickly as possible. They don't have a bunch of people working on it, and you know, it's a really in-depth thing. So I'm sorry it's taking this long, but you know, it'll be done very soon, hopefully. So that's it guys, thank you for watching. Peace out and goodbye.